Okay, so let's proceed to learning, and I'm going to be very fast. That was why I asked you to type I will be fast. So like I said, we are learning lines and angles. If you can remember very well, I want to believe that you have been taught this topic in your lower class. But in case you were not taught, you are learning this now. In case you were not taught, you are learning this now. So lines and angles. When we talk about angles, we talk about different angles. But firstly, those angles are formed on lines. Now let's look at the first one. Let's see the first type of angles. We have straight line angles. We have straight line angles. Another way this can be pronounced is angles on a straight line. Angles on a straight line. So make sure you pay attention. Now look at the angles on a straight line. So the straight line can be either horizontal. So this type of line that I have drawn is called a horizontal line, okay? So it can be either a horizontal line or a vertical line. So this is a straight line, and I can have two or more angles on the straight line. So I can have the angle A and I can have the angle B. Now what happens when it comes to straight line angles? Straight line angles sum up to 180 degrees. The sum of angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. So sum of angles. Please write as I'm writing. This is the time for study. Please write as I'm writing. Sum of angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. Sum. Sum means addition. Sum means addition. So that is to tell you that the angles that are on a straight line, when added together, gives you 180 degrees. When we add up the angles on a straight line together, it will give you, or they will give you 180 degrees. So if sum of angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees, based on the straight line that we have here, that means A plus B is equal to 180 degrees. That's the meaning. It means A plus B is equal to 180 degrees. So you can also have another example, another type of angles on a straight line. Let's look at another one. So we can have up to 3 angles on a straight line. So this can be M, this can be angle N, and this can be angle P. So that's to say that M plus N plus P is equal to 180 degrees. M plus N plus P is equal to 180 degrees. Alright, so take note that angles on a straight line sum up to 180 degrees. Angles on a straight line sum up to 180 degrees. Now let's look at another type of angles. The second one is right angles, okay? Right angles. Right angle. Now, a right angle is equal to 90 degrees. So when you have, this is an example of a right angle. Right angle most times show L. It's either L or it is shown the other way around, 7, or it is shown when you turn L the other way. Okay, when it is reversed, or it shows this way. So pay attention to how you can identify right angle. Now, at the corner where the horizontal and the vertical line meet, see, you will always see this sign. Anytime you see this sign at the corner, it means that that angle is equal to 90 degrees. Look at it. This is what I'm referring to. Look at where I put my arrow. Okay, look at where my arrow is pointing to. All right, that angle is angle 90 degrees. Anytime you see this sign, it means it is 90 degrees. Anytime you see this sign, okay, anytime you see this sign where my arrow is pointing to, it means it is angle 90 degrees. Please take note. All right, so we can have more than one angle, in angle 90. We can have more than one angle in angle 90. That is, in a right angle, you can have more than one. So let's look at this. Now look at the next thing I'm going to draw on the screen. Look at this. So in a right angle, you can have two angles. Let's say this is angle E and angle F. So the sum of these two angles is equal to 90 degrees. That is, E plus F is equal to 90 degrees. Angle E plus angle F is equal to 90 degrees. So I hope you understand that. That is sum of angles in a right angle. Sum of angles in a right angle. Now let's look at some examples. Don't forget we said I will be fast. Okay? We said that we would be fast. We said that we would be fast. All right? So I want you to be fast. So the same thing goes for angles on a straight line. Now let's look at a series of examples. Find the missing angles. Find the missing angles in the following. Make sure you're writing fast. Find the missing angles in the following. Look at this. So this is angle M, and this is angle 76 degrees. That's for number one. Now number two, we'll be having angles in a right angle. This is angle 54 degrees, and this is angle B. So we have to find the missing angles. Number one is talking about straight line angles, okay? Number one is talking about straight line angles. Number one is showing us straight line angles. Now, how do you do this? The first thing you need to write out is the formula, and that is sum of angles. Sum of angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. Sum means addition. So it means when you add M and 76 together, it should give you 180 degrees. So what is that number? When added to 76 will give you 180 degrees. So it means you are going to subtract 76 from 180 degrees. You're going to subtract, and when you subtract 76 from 180 degrees, you're going to have, okay, what will be our answer? We're going to have 104 degrees. So which means the missing angle is 104 degrees. The missing angle is 104 degrees. Now look at number 2, which is the second example. We have angles in a right angle. So we'll say sum of angles. Now sum of angles in a right angle is equal to 90 degrees. Sum of angles in a right angle is equal to 90 degrees, which means if you add 54 degrees and the angle B together, they will give you 90 degrees. So which number will be added to 54 degrees? That's the B. So how can we get angle B? We're going to subtract 54 from angle 90. So that will be B is equal to 90 degrees minus 54 degrees. B is equal to 36 degrees. So the missing angle in the right angle is 36 degrees. All right? So I hope it is clear. Now it is question time. Question time, stars time. So let me know if you're following me in the comment section. If you are following and you're getting what I am teaching, type 100. If you're following and you're getting what I am teaching, type 100. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so my question now is for you. And if you get the question right, you're going to have 3 stars. In this class, in a class like this at Learning Base Africa, I reward students with stars. I reward students with stars. Emmanuel, please check your answer. 36 is correct. Check, check, check again, check again. Check again. 54 plus 36 is 90 degrees. 54 plus 36 is 90 degrees. Okay. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, so it is question time, stars time. Question time, stars time. So if you're going to get this question correct, you're going to have 3 stars for yourself. So question 1, you're going to find the missing angles. Find the missing angles in the following. If you know you want to have stars for yourselves, please make sure you participate in this. Now, if you don't know how to type in the comment section, click on the 3 dots that are on your device, the phone you're using, or the tablet, or the laptop. If you look down, you will see a circle that has 3 dots. The circle is beside the red call button. Click on the 3 dots. After clicking the 3 dots, click on in-call messages. Click on in-call messages, then you will be able to type in the comment section. Alright, so when you are about telling me your answer, when you are about posting your answer, I'm going to open the comment section for you. So now, the first question, you're going to find the missing angle in this diagram. You're going to find the missing angle in this diagram. Okay, so what is the missing angle in number 1? At the count of 5, I will open the comment section. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Before you post your answer, please ensure you write your name. Write your name, then write your answer beside your name. Okay, write your name and then write your answer beside your name before you post it. Post your answer now, everybody. Post your answer now. Post your answer now. Post your answer now, everybody. I want to see those who will get the answer right. So I'm about closing the comment section. I'm about closing the comment section. Okay, I can see some answers. Okay, so I'm closing the comment section now. If you're yet to type, you will have to type later. Emmanuel is correct. That's 63 is the answer. All right. Faith is correct. Ini is correct. Khadijat is correct. And if you type 63 as your answer, please give yourselves 3 stars. Keep the 3 stars for yourself. So you've won 3 stars tonight if you type 63 as the answer. So let's move on to the next question. Now look at question 2. Look at question 2. Look at question 2, everybody. I'm looking for that smart student. Look at question 2. So what is the missing angle? What is the missing angle? I'm ready to open the comment section. When you're typing your answer, please type your name beside your answer. Type your name beside your answer. Type your name beside your answer. Five, four, three, two, one. Post your answer now. Type your name beside your answer. Okay, so I'm about closing the comment section now. All right, so the correct answer is, you're going to add up. Let me see who got it right. Let's see. Wow, awesome. Yeah, I can see that students are learning. So the answer is 35. Faith is correct. Ini is correct. Mercy is correct. Muksit, you type 56. 56 is not the right answer. Prestige, correct. Wisdom, correct. Wow. Oh God, only few students got the answer right because you didn't put your mind at what I said. Adenike is correct. Muksit changed his answer. Mercy is correct. Okay, the answer is 35. The answer is 35, okay? So now let's go to my screen so that I will explain to you. Now, I explained at the beginning of the class that this particular sign where my arrow is pointing to now, in number 2, look at it. If you look at it very well, try bending your head over to make it sit properly. If you look at that sign, I told you that that sign shows that this angle is angle 90 degrees. That sign shows that that angle is angle 90 degrees. That sign shows that it is angle 90 degrees. So you were supposed to add y, 90 and 55 together. Everything sums up to 180 degrees. So that will be y plus, now 90 plus 55 is 145 degrees, equals 180 degrees. So y is equal to, so plus 145 crosses the equal sign to the right side. Okay, it is plus on the left side. To take it out from the left side, it has to change to a negative number. So which means negative 145 degrees will cancel this that is on the left side, and it will cross to the right side to become a negative number. So that will be 180 degrees plus 45 becomes, plus 145 becomes minus 145 degrees. So y is equal to 35 degrees. So I want to believe that for those who didn't get it right, you can now see your mistake and you can see the correction. For number 1, I believe everybody got it right. And if you didn't, pay attention. So sum of angles in the right angle is equal to 90 degrees, which means when you add 27 and x together, the sum should give you 90 degrees. So therefore, x is equal to 90 degrees minus 27 degrees. x is equal to 63 degrees. So if you got number 2 answer right, if you typed 35 degrees, please give yourself 3 stars. Give yourself 3 stars, all right? Okay, so now we will continue with angles between lines. We'll continue with angles and lines in our next class. Now, before the class will come to an end, in the previous class, we learned how to multiply any number by 11. That is one of our mental math strategies, okay? How to multiply any number by 11. Now, tonight, let us learn how to divide any number by 5. We have to do it. Let's do it together. Dividing any number by 5 without using a calculator, without using our pen and our book, without using the pen and the book. So for me to write on my screen is to show you how it is done in the head, all right? So when dividing any number by 5, the first thing you need to do is double the number. The first thing you need to do is to double the number and introduce the decimal point. Introduce a decimal point before the last digit on the right. Okay, before the last digit. Let's say introduce a decimal point before the last digit. When dividing any number by 5, double the number and introduce a decimal point before the last digit. Now look at this example. I'll be giving you only one example just to show, okay, just to show it to you. So let's say, how do we divide 76 by 5? So what we need to do is to double 76, okay? Double 76. What do we mean by doubling? It means multiplying by 2. Doubling means multiplying by 2. That's times 2. So 76 times 2 is equal to 152. 76 times 2 is 152. So we have doubled it. This is the double. Then introduce the decimal point before the last digit. The last digit is 2. So you're going to place decimal points before 2. So it means 76 divided by 5 is equal to 15.2. 76 divided by 5 is equal to 15.2. Now let's look at another example. So what is 142 divided by 5? 142 divided by 5. When dividing any number by 5, double the number and introduce a decimal point before the last digit. Now look at 142 divided by 5. We are going to double 142. When you double 142, I'm going to use an arrow, double. And doubling means multiply by 2, okay? So when you double 142, you will have 284. Okay, so the last digit here is 4. So you have to introduce a decimal point before the last digit. So that decimal point will be here. That's the decimal point will sit before 4. Okay, then we have the answer. So 142 divided by 5 is equal to 28.4. It is equal to 28.4. These are short methods to dividing any number, especially when you are meant to divide when doing a particular calculation in math. Now look at another one. Let's say we have 539 divided by 5. 539 divided by 5, double 539, okay? When you multiply 539 by 2, what will it give us? It will give us 1078. Now, introduce a decimal point before the last digit. The last digit is 8, so decimal point will be written before 8, which makes our answer to be 107.8. So 539 divided by 5 is equal to 107.8. So I hope you understand this. Now it is question time. It is question time, stars time.